Thank you for joining me. So we're going to start with those feet hip width apart, toes spread. Excuse me. Palms forward and knees soft. So a very slight bend in those knees. Breathing in, obviously reaching up, not onto the toes yet. Breathing out into a full roll down. So reaching towards the floor, let your head fall heavy and your arms dangle. Nice and floppy. Knees are still bent ever so slightly. We then tuck the tail when you're ready to breathe out and roll back up. Little shoulder roll at the top. Palms forward again. Breathe in, reach up, this time onto the toes. Balancing well done. We'll keep trying. Come on out and again rolling down, reaching to the floor. Knees are still soft, arms and head hanging heavy, breathing out when you're ready, tucking the tail, rounding through the back to round up and stand tall at the top, another little shoulder roll. Lovely, palms forward one more time. We breathe in, reach up onto the toes, balance, pause, big toe, little toe pushing down, then out and down. Again, rolling down, hands behind the legs on this one to give yourself a hug. At the bottom.
Sorry, I forgot.
And tucking that tail, rolling back up.
Just
nice big shoulder rolls. We've just started. If you're joining in now, that's fine. We're going to walk those feet out to the sides as far as you're comfortable. Hands on hips, so we just go side to side lunges, taking the sit bones down to the same direction as the heel on that side. As far as you're comfortable, and the knee tracking in the same direction as the toes are pointing. We want to try to get the kneecap to get used to gliding over the second toe. Even though we're resilient creatures and we can have our knees bend any direction, it's actually really nice to have that directional bias over the second toe to recruit our muscles correctly. We've got one more. Then hold, hand on the straight leg, other hand overhead, big reach, underarm open to the ceiling, rib cage kind of stretching up towards the roof as well. Then we turn the chest down, reach both hands towards the ankle or the floor. Just go as low as your body will allow you, of course. Bent knee still bent. And then we're going to reverse out of there, opening the chest forward, come back up, other leg bend, hand on the straight leg, and over the top. And once again, turning the chest down, reach towards the ankle. Well done. Come back up, reverse all of that stretch out to our star shape. Good. Once again, knees are not completely locked straight. We do have a little bit of softness in those knees. A couple of little shoulder circles or arm circles. Big or small, whatever you can manage. Lower if you do have some shoulder troubles. Body is not swaying with those 3, 2, 1. Drop down for chest stretch behind you. So we want to pull the shoulders back behind. Shoulder blades really coming together at the back. And then if you've got the range, you can pull the hands away for even more stretch, but just don't let the shoulders dump forward if you're doing that one. Nicely done. Release. Walk those feet back in. Shoulder goodly. Again, try to spread your toes. I love to have those toes spread. Just trying to lift the arches slightly up into a bit of a, like a teepee kind of imagery. Of course, the feet won't move that far, but we just want to recruit through the bottoms of those intrinsics. And then we bend the knees over the toes, Kneecap problems won't like this, so you can stick your sit bones behind the heels if that's you. Holding there, we then lift onto toes, heels are up. Good balancing, straighten the knees. Woo. Heels down. Dance, dance, dance. Let's try that again. So bending the knees, heels up, straighten the knees, heels down. Even slower on the last one here. So knees forward, heels up, knees straight, and down. Very good. And dance, dance, dance. Turning into split stance now. So I'm going side on. You guys just work out where you are on your mat. 1 foot forward. Maybe we'll all try to do the right foot forward, just in case I mix up my instructions. Left foot back. Left heel can lift or stay grounded. It's up to you. We're going to try to tuck the tail to open up the front of this hip. So we push the front of that hip forward, then lean into that stretch. Hopefully you feel something around this area that's a stretchy feeling. Without the tail tuck, as you know, it's only going to stretch that tummy. I've obviously done a lot of that. And we're going to hold for 3, 2, 1, and release. Bending both knees into a lunge. So we're going to lift the heel off again. Hands on hips or out wide for balance. And we just lower both the hips and the knee straight down and up. So you can go quite low if you've got the strength. You go little ones if you're not so sure. It is a bit of balance work as well, and we're relying heavily on that front leg to do the lift. 4, 3, 2, 1, up. We're going to lean forward. Some of you can stay with hands on hips. Some of you will do arms in front. You can mix and match. Then you know where we're going here. We're going to bring the arms in as we tap the foot in, tap behind, reach up. So tap in, hands reach back and reach away. So we actually are keeping the breastbone proud. That chest comes out forwards in front. We're really relying heavily on the front leg. Arms and legs stretch away, then they come together. Bit of coordination here. Balancing still, using all the toes on that front foot, a little bit of a TP lift under the arch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Then hold. Again, we're building on endurance, building on fatigue. So we're holding in that balanced position, lifting the back leg off the floor. Lean the chest forwards. Only to go wherever you can manage. Some of you who have been doing lots of practice may get to a full arabesque almost position. Just do little ones if you need. Even just lifting that back foot up for 3 seconds at a time is still excellent training for your balance system. 1 more, if you have fallen. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Shake, shake, shake. Do it all again on the other side. So left foot forward, right foot back. Heel down or heel lift. We tuck the tail, hips forward, opening up the right hip. Catch your breath, bit of recovery here. Just inching yourself further with the hips pushing forward. Very good. Adjust your position if you need to. We're going to go straight down into those lunges next. So back heel off the ground, bending the knee and the hips straight down towards the ground, and up again. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, Well done. Last one, pushing it up. Not over yet. We reach the arms out or stay on the hips. Back leg tacks it in and taps it out. You're going to reach with the arms. It's at the same time as the legs go out. Pull it in. Go again. Reach and return. Adding the arms is twofold. Bit of cardiovascular increased demand, so we're breathing heavier when we add the arms. Also helps to stimulate some more muscle action at the upper back and shoulders. Good. Good, keep working, fast or slow, whatever your body's able to do today. 5, 4, 3, still balancing on that front foot. 2, last one, stretch it out. Prepare for balance, arabesque, so back leg floats off the floor. An inch is fine. A meter is excellent. Good, yeah. Just keep practicing those little lifts, focusing on a single point on the floor or the wall in front of you. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Return. Take a little moment to breathe. Walk to the back end of your mat. I'm going to go this way. Big breath in, standing tall. On the breath out, tuck the chin, roll down. Again, bend the knees when you need to. Reach to the mat. Walk your hands out, coming onto hands and knees. We'll just adjust the angle of the camera. All right, so we have hands slightly forward to shoulders. Knees under hips, find your neutral spine position. Head drawn up in line with the spine as well. It's not hanging under the chest. And then we're just going to start with single leg extensions, okay? So it's just one leg at a time, floating up behind you and return in. Other leg extend and return. We're keeping equal weight through those arms. Trying to minimize the rotation, rock and roll action of the pelvis and hips. And it does not matter quite how high the legs get, so long as we've got all those other watch points stabilized. Good, then I'll get you, just because it looks so smooth and easy, add in the opposite arm here. So reaching arm and leg away, return. Other side, reaching opposites and return. As we lift the arm and the leg, we're kind of extending them away from one another, lengthening the body, stretching your torso longer, but maintaining your neutral spine or that natural curve. Strong arms, strong tummies, strong legs. And we're going to add in a tap on the next one as well. So same position, reach arm and leg away, tap to the floor, lift again and return in. We reach away, tap down, lift again, return in, reach, tap, lift and lower. So it's very tempting with these taps just to lose that neutral spine or that flatter back position. Sometimes our backs really want to dump into extension, adding more curvature. We just keep the mind aware of that, and we're minimizing any movement through there. Good, excellent. Last one, reach, tap, return and in. Widen your knees. Drop your hips back over your heels, head to the floor to child's pose. Arms, if they're reaching out away from you, palms are pushing into the ground to get increased stretch. If the shoulders don't like it there, You can fold them in under the head or even wrap them around to your ankles. All right, well done. Let's come back up to hands and knees. The next little sequence is another little blitz. Do what you can. Stop if you need to. Hands, again, slightly forwards of the shoulders. We're going to tuck the toes, so you're pushing on the toes of the feet. If you can, come with me into knee hover, so it's lifting the knees an inch or two off the ground. Back relatively neutral. If you can't manage that, just join us for the next one here. So it's a leg tap behind and return in. Leg tap behind, return in. So knees can be on the ground for the level 1. Knees off the ground, hover and hold, level 3. Breathe, shoulders strong, head up in line. Yep, nice. The lower the knees, the harder it is. 3, 2, 1. Knees down. Lower the hips forward and come down onto your tummies.
It's really funny having someone else's table.
Sigh of relief. Head on the floor, arms. Sorry, I know you can't hear me when my face is down. So we do want to rest the forehead down on the floor, hands somewhere there beside the face, elbows out wide. And then from there, it's either head down or just hover the face away from the floor. We pull the arms up off the ground and slide them forwards and pull back, elbow squeeze. So both arms forward, pull back and squeeze. Yeah, no, it's both arms together. I'm sorry, I only demonstrated one. It's a bit hard on my belly. So we have the head either resting down completely or slightly off the floor, arms up, forwards and backwards. That's it. Keep breathing. As you bring those elbows back in, there is a squeeze of the shoulder blades together. If your legs slightly lift off the floor, that's okay, but it's not essential. It's only if it happens incidentally. 3, 2, 1. Arms down, head down. You need to go. Have a great day. Sorry, that was my niece. She's just leaving. So she's got a lift. We don't need to rush now. So we are now adding in some leg lifts. So head up off the ground, legs off the floor, arms are still beside you for a bit of support. We want to bring those legs up so that the knees are just off the mat. Add a little flutter like a freestyle kick. Eyes looking down unless you need to look at me. But the face is just up off the floor. Keep breathing. If that feels okay, no back pain, no problem, then we do the arms up as well. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand stretch back behind you, legs hover and hold just off the ground. Shoulder blades really pull back towards each other, stretching the collarbones open wide. Good. And then the pinkies facing you, palms are down. These are just pulsing in and out, or side to side. So it's like this. Good. Legs are up. Chin pulled in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything down. Hands under the chest. Push into your mini cobra. So this is up onto your elbows. Opening the diaphragm. Then continue, if you've got good range, if it doesn't bother you today, into your full cobra. Shoulders away from the ears. Holding. Then again, optional extra if you wish. It's a nice little extension rotation. So we bend one elbow. I'm not sure if you can see that. We twist to look behind one side. Return to center. Push around the other way. So we're still trying to lift into extension, so into cobra, as well as rotate. One more each way. Well done, well done. Can feel stiff, but can feel lovely. Come back down, brace your tummy, push onto hands and knees. We go the other direction into cat stretch or rainbow stretch, however you know it. Rounding the back. Pushing the shoulder blades apart, tummy into the spine. Getting that nice arch. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Then just release out of there. Spin around onto your side. Join me on your elbow. Now this little sequence is not long, so work hard. It'll be over before you know it. Wait for the option though, if it is too high level, okay, we've got always something easy to do. So elbow, shoulder, roughly under the ear. We're going to push the elbow into the ground to keep our head nice and high away, sexy shoulders. And then we bring the legs slightly pulled back in line with the rest of your body, not perfectly. Then hips are up into side plank. Adjust if you need to, feeling hopefully strong. You can stay here if that's enough, just hold that position. If you want to work slightly harder, take the top leg out, toe just off the floor, so it's not touching, it's up. And then the hand above reaching to the ceiling. Option 2 is to stay here. Then option 3 is adding in a thread the needle. So we breathe in to prepare, breathe out, turn under, chest towards the floor, breathe in, back up and hold. Breathe out, turn under, twist, breathe in, back up and open. Breathe out one more time, twist, up and open, hold. Hand on hip, legs down or hips down. Well done. Come all the way down to the floor, resting on your outstretched arm as your pillow. Now, knees bent back together. We're going to go straight into clamshell level 2. So that's feet up off the ground. Waist up off the floor as well under there. Lift and lower the top knee.
I finally got my teeth back like you, Wendy.
3, 2, 1. Legs together, sliding them out straight. Double leg lift off the floor. Hand on the floor if you need that support, okay? Otherwise, hand on the hip. Then it's top leg up, bottom leg up, both legs down. Top leg up, bottom leg up, both legs lower. Lift, lift, lower. It's just a lowerer, not a total relax. So the legs don't fully hit the floor. Lift, lift, lower, lift, lift, lower. Last one, up, up, lower. And now we take the top one up, bottom one up and down, up and down. The top leg just holds. Bottom leg's got a few more reps here. Lift, lower, all on its lonesome. 3, 2, 1. Legs all the way to the floor. 1 breath. We take the arm overhead, breathing in, breathe out, lift the head, reach to the ankles, legs come up. Good, you know this one. Hands over, breathe in, breathe out, lift and reach. Excellent. So yes, feel free, push on that arm underneath to get the torso lifting into that side flexion, lateral flexion. But it's the leg lift and lower that's going to do most of the work for our obliques and hips. Only 3, 2, and 1. Well done, excellent job. Bring the top leg down in front of the tummy. Bottom leg can stay straight, arms out in front. Ready for that bow and arrow. Oldie but a goodie. We slide the top arm over the bottom arm, over the chest, elbow behind. Feel free to open that arm, reach it away as well. And we fold it back in the way you came. So hand onto the chest, out the arm, past the fingers, then back again. So adding the elbow tuck, that elbow reach to the floor first before the arm extends out, helps to get better thoracic mobility. Whereas when you do it with a straight arm, it's more a chest stretch. Gumming again. And then back to the front.
Yes. Yes.
And bring those legs back together, push up to side sitting, hand over where the feet are pointing. Mermaid stretch this way. If the knees don't like being that bent, feel free to stretch 1 or 2 of them out. And we're going to go straight up and over the other direction. So onto your elbow, sit bones still anchored down. Other arm up, underarm to the ceiling. And then gradually turn the chest towards the floor. Reach that stretching arm away from you. The sit bones can lift a little off the mat for me here. And then back up, up, up to sitting. I'm going to stretch out that hip a bit later. So for now, swinging your legs all the way around the other side. Or rolling over onto your elbow straight away. Knees together, pull back slightly to come more in line with the body. Elbow pushing down, shoulder under the ear and away from the ear. Side plank, it's going to be heavier on this side because we've just exercised this hip quite a bit. Hold here if that's enough for you. Take the leg out and hand up, leg off the floor. Hold if that's enough for you. Otherwise, we're doing thread the needle. So breathing in, on the breath out, come under, turn the chest down, breathe in, return back up. Breathe out, twist under, breathe in and up. One more, no rush. Please don't rush. Hold at the top, foot down, hand down, legs down. Everything onto the floor, side lie. Use your arm as your pillow again. Feet come back together, knees together. We do try to lift that waist a little bit up off the floor. And then feet float off the floor as well for clams. Open and close the knee. So by holding our waist up, you probably can't see on me, sorry, but it's a little bit of oblique work, but it means the pelvis is in a better position to recruit these target muscles in the back pocket. If you are getting more activation around the side or the front, then just roll those hips slightly forwards. Imagine pushing your hips forward as you lift the knee. Only 3, 2, 1. Legs down, legs straight. Wiggle, balance on your hip, hand in front if you need it. Double leg lift, balance and hold. You can stay here if that's hard enough. Top leg then up, bottom leg up higher, lower and lower. Top up, bottom up, bottom down, top down. Lift, lift, lower and lower. Lift, lift, lower and lower. Legs are heavy, but you're doing awesome. Keep working, keep breathing. Modify if you need to just doing one or top or bottom. You don't have to do both. So long as you're working, you're getting some benefit. Balance. Last one here. Lift, lift, lower, lower, hold, top leg up, high, bottom leg lift and lower, lift and lower. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs down. Breathe. Then take the top hand overhead, breathe in, breathe out, double leg lift, head up, reach to the ankles. Head down, stretch over, breathe in, breathe out, lift, reach. That's it, nice. Looks really graceful, even if it doesn't feel it. And once again, the legs are still hovering just off the mat. They're going higher and lower, but not totally relaxing down. Keeping a little bit of baseline muscle work. Let's rest. Last one here. Last one, lift, lower. Rest your head, legs down. Top one folds down in front of the tummy. Arms move out to front of the chest. Bow and arrow stretch again. We slide the arm out, drop the elbow towards the ground behind you. Then you can most welcome to stretch your arm further away. The head usually follows that arm. Come back to the front, slide past your fingers. And go again. I've certainly said in the past you can do this faster or slower. The faster the repetitions, sort of the better results in spinal mobility. You get more flexibility into that rotation, but you can also hold it for longer for more of a muscular stretch across the front. One more to go, ladies. You can certainly go slower than me if you wish. Don't let me rush you. Bring it back around. Bring those legs back together. If you're not there already, we're pushing up to side sitting. And then over into mermaid stretch. So the arms and the body are going over in the same direction the feet are pointing. It's actually harder than the other side. So if it feels easy, it's probably the wrong way. Good, hold, just inching or melting into it, that little by little, every time, every second we're here. And then we release onto the elbow, but keep those sit bones anchored down. Other arm again over the top, opening both the underarm and the ribs, getting all those intercostal muscles to open and assist, obviously, those bigger oblique and lat connections into more flexibility. Then we turn the chest down, reach the hand over the edge of your mat if you can get there. The sit bones can lift away from the floor. Chest towards the ground. Some of you will get to the floor, some of you won't. And back up to sitting. Well done. All right, got a little bit more to go here. Moving into our pigeon stretch. So bent knee, we're going to lean over the shin, then stretch out that back leg. Try to lift up to square the hips forward. So your arms are supporting us in this position. If you're really pushing the chest up high, you may get another stretch through the front of this hip, but the focus is on the sitting down of this sit bone towards the ground. If the hip and the knee allow that position. If they do not, you can stay where we were here, wrap one foot over the knee and hug it in. You're all familiar with that one anyway. Good old pigeon stretch here. It is a nice one. You can be upright or you can be sleeping pigeon, depending on whereabouts in those muscles, fibers you feel a bit tight. 4, 3, 2, and switch. We're going to sit down onto the side, swing the other leg around to the front and the front leg around to the back, and push up again. Upright or sleeping, adjusting the angle of the pelvis or of the leg, just wherever you feel you are getting benefit with this one is great. And if you're not getting any stretch anywhere, then you're just not tight and you need to do more Pilates so you can load up your muscles. Or other exercise. Good, and then we'll slowly come away from there, up into sitting still, both legs out in front of you. Knees bent. You're familiar with all of these exercises, most of you, so run through at your level. So you can go further or for longer or whatever's more challenging. Breathing in to sit tall. Hands forward, breathe out, tuck the tail, little rock back. Breathe in, come back up, sit tall. The knees shouldn't move too much. Little tummy muscles should. As you lean back, we're pulling up and in towards the spine. Might be a rounding of that lower back. Excuse me. And then we have the shoulders slightly pulled back at the top of each of those rounds. Breathe out, roll back. Breathe in, pull up. Last one. Hands around behind. Chest pressed away. If you've got good strength and the shoulders don't mind, you can lift into reverse plank here. Hips up, up, up and away. Chest up and away. As high as you can get, feet are flat. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips back down, legs out straight, hands to the front. We're going to breathe in to lift the ribs up, 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 up. Fold forwards, breathe out, grab onto wherever you can get and pull in. The wider the legs, the easier it is.
I can touch my toes,
Touching toes, excellent. Release, come back up, legs together. Sitting tall, hands again forward, breathe in. On the breath out, we're rolling all the way down to the floor, vertebrae by vertebrae, slow, 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 slow. Long stretch at the bottom. And then, although you're getting a slight breather, not for long, couple of options is, the harder option is teaser prep. We're going to lift one leg halfway towards the ceiling, or not even, probably a third of the way up. On the breath out, we throw the arms forward, lift the head, and some of you will get up to here. Reach, reach, reach. Breathe out, roll down, other leg. Lift, breathe out, roll up and reach. Breathe in, lower down with control. So alternating leg lifts, lift up as far as you can get, reach to the toes, back down, long stretch. If you're like me and you can't get up off the floor, into that high sit position. Then I just want you to bring the shoulder blades off the floor, chin towards the chest as you reach. So it is a little neck straining. So instead of coming up with the chin, we come in and return. Breathe out, roll up and reach. Breathe in, slowly down. Other side, breathe out, reach. Breathe in, back down, 2 more. And last one. Back to long stretch. Then arms out wide to the side, palms down. Walk the feet up so your knees are ready for bridging. So from here, feet flat, toes spread. Feet roughly hip width apart, but it doesn't matter too much today. We're going to drive the feet down to lift those hips up to the ceiling. Breathe in, hold. Let that tail stay tucked under. Then as you breathe out, we roll down vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. Relax and release at the bottom. Breathe out, roll up, lift, reach and hold. And again, back to the floor, vertebrae by vertebrae. Now you can certainly move faster or slower than me. Feet are staying flat though. So again, I've said probably too many times, if you push just through the toes, you're more likely to get some cramps in the hamstrings. If you push just through the heels, you're more likely to overload the lower back. Until you know what you're doing, which you all do. You all do. Let's go again, last one. All right, and then we're going to walk the feet together. Arms are still out wide, shoulders relaxed. We lift into bridge again. Hips stay up high at the top there. I want you to try and lift one knee into tabletop. If you can't quite do that, just lift one heel and then lower and other leg. Lift, lower. Very slow. Heel or leg lift. Hips stay high the whole time. Tail stays tucked under. Alternating weight-bearing sides. 3, 2, 1. Feet flat, breathe in, hold the hips up, breathe out, roll back down. Oh, well done. Nearly finished. A little bit of tummy work. I'll demo for as long as I can, then you guys keep going. So once again, knees are up to tabletop. I know you've all got good control, good strength here. We're going to breathe in to prepare, breathe out, twist both knees to one side. Breathe in, pull back to center. Breathe out, legs twist. Breathe into center. So as you twist, it's definitely under control of those tummy and core muscles on your side, those legs. The arms are there for extra support, but we're not trying to rely on them. We rely on the tummy to control. Knees together the whole time. Shoulder blades stay in contact with the mat as well. So again, breathing out as you roll. Breathe in to return. 3, 2, 1. And hug your knees or feet to the floor for a little breather, a little chance to have a break. And we're going to do that again, but slightly harder, actually a lot harder, with options. I'll give you the options today. So just have a little look-see, unless you want to join straight away. Option 1, this is the easier one. So feet are on the floor. We still breathe out to twist to one side. Then we take the top leg up straight to return to center. So it's a longer lever, making it heavier. Twist, kick, and return. Option 2 is a double whammy, 2 levels jumping up. Option 2, sorry, tabletop again. As you twist, it's a double leg stretch. Pull back to center, bend the knee. So it's tabletop twist, double leg stretch, bring back to center. I'll keep going. Join me if you're ready. Breathe out, breathe in, kick, breathe out, center, breathe in, reset. Breathe out, twist, breathe in, kick, breathe in, center. Breathe out to return, breathe in, reset. Twist, kick, return, reset. Twist, kick, return, reset. There's lots and lots and lots of tummy muscles engaging, even up to the shoulders. Stop anytime you need to. Make sure you are in control of that movement. If you go too far, you are at risk of a slight strain. We're nearly done. 2 to go. And last one. Feet down. Arms stretch back up overhead. Long stretch of those legs out straight. And then last bit of juice in those tummy muscles, we're going to roll up again to sitting. So breathe in to prepare a long stretch. Breathe out, throw the arms forward, lift the head. If you can do it slowly, whoops, excellent. Up to sitting. Nice and tall, breathe in, breathe out, fold forwards, grab on, pull in close. And release. Bringing one leg, bending back in. Same hand as the same straight leg, then turn away from that leg. Hand again, arm over the head. We've done several times today. From there, we gradually turn towards your straight leg and grab both hands onto the knee or the shin or wherever you can get and pull yourself in close. Hold. If we're to go straight forwards into this stretch, it's more than likely we'll just get the hamstrings. If you add that little rotation, we're going to get a little bit more quadratus lumborum, the name of the muscle in this lower flank. It's deep in. And we'll back off, we'll swap legs, and we're nearly done. So again, same hand stretched out, turn away, other arm over the top. And gradually twist yourself forwards and down to come onto that leg and pull in. You hear the plovers there. Come on up. Over the hands and knees. Downward dog from here. So remember, we tuck the toes, lift those hips. A little bit of a pedal or a walk. One leg straight, one bend. Just get more and more intensity of the stretch there. Then when you're ready, hands to feet or feet to hands. And slowly up, up, up. Okay, well done. Palms forward, breathe in, up, up, up. Good, and out, and hands just come down low. Head stretch, head tilt for a neck stretch to this side. And then we'll go up and over to the other side. Often if you are tight, you will actually feel that shoulder kind of elevate as the head drops. So we're trying to keep the shoulder low to allow maximum range. Bring it back to center, have a little dance. And that is it, all done. Thank you for coming.